Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I know so many of you over on TikTok have been blowing up the comments asking for this, so today we're finally doing some customer reviews analysis for it. But before we dive into that, be sure to check out this exclusive discount available for it. You'll find it in the description and in the first comment under this video. Now let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
Let's begin by examining the insights provided by our first reviewer.
This reviewer recounts a frustrating experience with several different mesh Wi-Fi systems before finding a satisfactory solution. Our reviewer's journey began with a seemingly reliable brand whose tech support irreparably damaged their previous router, leaving them searching for a replacement. The subsequent attempt with a high-end gaming router proved disappointing. While this client praised the intuitive graphical user interface, GUI, robust firewall, and WireGuard VPN support, the actual performance was marred by frequent and unpredictable disconnections from the mesh nodes, even at relatively close range. These issues, coupled with the router's own tendency to power cycle unexpectedly, demanded repeated resets and reconfiguration of the network settings, rendering the product frustratingly unreliable. Despite contacting tech support, the underlying hardware problems persisted, a fact reinforced by online forums where other users reported similar difficulties. This experience led our reviewer to consider other options, initially leaning towards a competitor known for its affordability, but concerns about potential security vulnerabilities related to the company's country of origin swayed the decision. Ultimately, this client opted for a different brand, drawn to its reputation for reliability and US-based operations. The installation process using the accompanying mobile app proved remarkably straightforward, although our reviewer noted that some advanced settings were best managed through the web-based GUI, which, while not as visually appealing as the previous system, was far more functional. This client's experience with this new mesh Wi-Fi system was a stark contrast to the previous failures. Setup was smooth, and crucially, no technical support was needed. The network has remained consistently stable, delivering the advertised throughput and eliminating the frustrating dropouts that plagued earlier setups. Even connecting a smart TV via Ethernet to a mesh node has resulted in zero buffering issues, a significant achievement previously unattainable. While this client expresses some disappointment over the absence of WireGuard VPN support, only OpenVPN is available. The overall reliability and performance have far outweighed this minor drawback. The system's firewall capabilities, coupled with the ability to assign static IP addresses for various devices, solidify this product's position as a winner in our reviewer's eyes. The seamless operation and consistent performance have made this a welcome change, highlighting the importance of finding a reliable and stable solution for a home network.
Excellent. Let's find out what our next reviewer has to share about their experience.
This reviewer recounts a frustrating experience attempting to add a new satellite to their existing mesh Wi-Fi system. Our reviewer initially believed their small apartment wouldn't require the additional satellite, a misconception quickly rectified when the main device's signal failed to reach the bedrooms. This client purchased a standalone satellite, but the standard syncing instructions proved completely ineffective, resulting in a persistent magenta light indicator. This client's efforts to resolve the issue were initially unsuccessful, despite following the manufacturer's instructions meticulously. However, they discovered a helpful review from another user detailing an alternative setup procedure. Our reviewer adopted this alternative method, making only a slight modification. Instead of relying on the default method, this client found the satellite's specific IP address within the system's app after a wired connection. Using this IP address and the default admin credentials, this client accessed the satellite's web interface. A crucial step, as detailed in the helpful review, involved updating the satellite's firmware. This client initially encountered difficulties downloading the correct firmware version, accidentally selecting the wrong file initially. However, after finding the appropriate firmware version for the satellite, the update process was successfully completed. Upon completion, the system successfully recognized the new satellite. This resolution was confirmed by the system's software, displaying the correct number of connected satellites. This client's experience highlights a potential pitfall in the setup process of this particular mesh Wi-Fi system. While the standard instructions are clearly insufficient in certain circumstances, the alternative, more advanced approach described by this client and the user they cited proved successful. Our reviewer emphasizes the importance of the modified procedure, especially the use of the satellite's IP address and the necessity of updating the firmware using the correct file. The entire process, though initially fraught with problems, resulted in a fully functional expanded network, leaving this client satisfied with their eventual success. The resolution, albeit requiring significant troubleshooting, ultimately demonstrated the system's capabilities after a successful, albeit non-intuitive setup.
Cool. Let's uncover what our next reviewer has to say.
This reviewer begins by highlighting the transformative impact of transitioning to a work-from-home environment and the subsequent need for a robust and reliable home Wi-Fi signal. Our reviewer initially attempted to address the issue with a less expensive Wi-Fi extender, an approach that proved to be a temporary and ultimately unsatisfactory solution. This client found that the extender offered only a fraction of the expected internet speed, resulting in dropped calls, slow downloads, and unreliable connectivity, especially in their newly established home office. The limited range and inconsistent performance of the extender underscored the need for a more substantial solution. This client then explored upgrading their internet package and considered a mesh Wi-Fi system. Despite the significantly higher cost of this mesh system compared to the previous, less effective solution, the investment proved to be exceptionally worthwhile. This client experienced a dramatic improvement in Wi-Fi signal strength and reliability, describing the coverage as a blanket of strong, reliable connectivity throughout their home. The issues of inconsistent speeds and dropped connections completely disappeared, resulting in a stable and high-performance network. This client found the setup process intuitive and easy, even without extensive technical expertise. The accompanying app was praised for its user-friendly interface. Despite concerns about the size of their home requiring additional units, our reviewer discovered that a single router and satellite was more than sufficient to cover their multi-story home, even with the router strategically located in the basement. The system's performance surpassed expectations, even extending the Wi-Fi signal beyond the confines of the house. This client extensively researched various mesh systems before making their decision, ultimately choosing this system due to its reputation for cutting-edge technology and long-term reliability. While acknowledging the high price point, they confidently assert that this is a superior solution. This client strongly recommends this system to anyone who demands exceptional Wi-Fi performance and reliability, emphasizing that the peace of mind and improved productivity far outweigh the cost. For those considering a high-end option, this reviewer unequivocally endorses this mesh system as an investment in future-proof technology that delivers on its promise of unwavering connectivity. Appreciate you watching. If this video helped, like and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts below. See you soon.